Today I want to talk about something that completely changed how you view progress, especially in the first few weeks of a care plan. See, a lot of parents come in with big hopes. They're looking for the big milestone right away: better speech, fewer behaviors, improved focus, less anxiety, smoother motor skills. And I love those goals. They're real and they matter. But here's what I want you to know. When we start supporting a child's nervous system, the earliest signs of progress are usually not the biggest. They're not the most obvious milestones. They're the small shifts we call neurological soft signs of healing. Soft signs of healing are subtle changes that tell us the nervous system is starting to regulate and recover. Think of them as the body's way of saying, hey, I'm calming down. I'm adapting better. I'm building my foundation. It doesn't really say that, but that's what it's like. Because healing, especially neurological healing, tends to happen from the inside out. Foundation first, and then the complexity. So what do these soft signs look like? Well, one of the first places we often see change is sleep. A child who used to fight bedtime may settle more easily. They may wake less during the night. You might notice deeper sleep, fewer night terrors, or smoother morning routine. Sleep is a huge clue because a dysregulated nervous system struggles to shift into rest and repair. When the system starts regulating, sleep can be one of the earliest green flags. Next is digestion and appetite. Parents will tell us they're not as constipated, or their belly doesn't hurt as much, or they're actually hungry in the morning. That matters because digestion is not just a gut issue. It's a nervous system issue. The parasympathetic system, sometimes called the rest and digest, is heavily involved in how well your child breaks down food, absorbs nutrients, and eliminates properly. When the nervous system is stuck in fight or flight, digestion often gets pushed to the back burner. We also watch for changes in tone, posture, and movement. Sometimes kids look a little more organized in their body. Their shoulders aren't as tense, they can sit with less effort, they may seem less floppy or less rigid. Coordination and balance can start to smooth out. Maybe they trip less, maybe they can climb stairs more confidently, maybe they're a little steadier in sports or on the playground. Another big category is sensory processing. This is a big one. A child who used to melt down with loud noises, bright lights, clothing tags, hair brushing, or transitions may still have sensitivity, but it's not as explosive. Their threshold improves. The reaction is smaller, shorter, and easier to recover from. And that leads right into the soft signs parents love to notice: calmer transitions and fewer meltdowns. If your child can go from the car to the store without falling apart, or handle a schedule change with less intensity, that is not random. That's regulation. That is adaptability. Here's why all this matters. Your child's nervous system is constantly scanning the environment and asking one question: am I safe? If the system is overwhelmed by thoughts, traumas, toxins, sensory input, poor sleep, inflammation, stress, it can get stuck in that survival mode. And in survival mode, the body prioritizes protection over performance. And that's when you see more tension, more reactivity, more overwhelm, and less ability to shift states. When we support the nervous system, we're not chasing one symptom. We're working to help the system regulate better overall. And regulation is the gateway to development. It's the foundation for learning, communication, emotional growth, and motor planning. So what should you do with this? Well, first, start watching for the small wins. Write them down, share them, celebrate them. If your child slept through the night for the first time in months, that's huge. Write it down, post it. If they handled the transition with less drama, that's a win. If their digestion improved, that's progress. Second, don't let anyone talk you out of the little signs. Parents are incredibly intuitive. You know your child. If something is shifting, it matters. And finally, remember, the big milestones often come after the foundation strengthens. When the nervous system is no longer spending all day in that fight or flight mode, the brain has more capacity for growth and development. That's when speech can start to open up. That's when motor skills can build. That's when focus and emotional resilience can expand. That's why pediatric chiropractic care is such a powerful tool. At Innate, we use insight scans to see how well a child's nervous system is regulating and adapting. Then we create personalized care plans and use gentle, neurologically focused chiropractic adjustments to reduce tension and subluxation patterns, helping the brain and the body communicate better. And when the nervous system shifts from stress to strength, those small wins can stack into big breakthroughs families are absolutely hoping for. If you're early in care and you're seeing soft signs, tell us. And if you're not sure what to look for, reach out. We'll help you track progress and support your child's nervous system the right way. Give us a call, we'll help you out.